Students, as today I'm taking your extra lecture. Like I got the extra lecture from Jean sir, as sir is not feeling well. So I'm taking your lecture till the course for today's continuous assessment is over. Like maximum portion is already over for this particular unit. Remaining part is the numerical part. So today I will be taking that numerical. So luckily I got that extra lecture so that we can have good discussion on the topic that is numerical. So, the recording will be done maybe 2 or 3 parts so that the student can easily refer the recording. And another thing is I can easily upload the recording on YouTube channel. So for that purpose, I have to do the recording in 3 parts. अगर मैं 3 पार्ट में करता हूँ तो अपलोडिंग में मुझे थोड़ा एक आसान होगा एंड उसी तरीके से if the student want to download the lecture, he can easily do so. He or she can easily do so. Okay. So therefore, I will do that recording in 3 parts. So first, I just want to share the discussion which we did in the last class till up to RLC, RL and RC series circuit to discuss. Right now, today we have to discuss the RLC series circuit and last part as the resonance of RLC series. So I just start with this particular topic first. This RLC series, like अब हम लोगों ने जो देखे थे RL series and RC series, and you have this third combination that is RLC series. So in RLC series, again 3 elements like resistance. Now its unit in ohms, inductor, its unit in Henry, capacitor, its unit is farad, connected in series. Let us apply the RMS voltage. RMS value of voltage is applied to it with certain frequency. As per Indian standards, it is say 50 Hz. And RMS current passing through the circuit. Now, as this particular circuit is connected in series, so what we experience through each of the element, same current passes. So the value of current is not going to change. The value of that current is same to all the 3 elements. So therefore, I just name those currents as I, as there is no change occurs in the current flow. So therefore, I just consider the representation for the current is current I. Okay. Now, as soon as that current I passes through a resistance, the voltage drop which takes place is VR. And if I apply Ohm's law to these 3 elements, the equations which we already wrote, that same equations can be written here. So VR is the voltage drop across resistance. So the first element through which we get the flow of current is resistance, and therefore the voltage drop which occurs across that resistance is VR. So if the Ohm's law is applied only to the resistance, what I get is VR is equal to I into R. VR is equal to I into R. And the unit of that VR is in volts. Now when the same current passes through inductor, that gives another voltage drop across the inductor, that is VL. And the third voltage which appears across the capacitor, that is say VC. So VL can be given by the equation I into XL. And XL is the ohmic element of the inductor. Otherwise, you just do the unit of inductor, it is in Henry. So inductor is in Henry, but the ohmic element of that inductor is XL, and that we already had derived. And third element, that is voltage element across the capacitor, that is I into XC. So XC is the ohmic element of the capacitor. Otherwise, just see the unit of the capacitor is in farad. Okay. Now, the application of voltage, RMS voltage and RMS current when passes through the respective elements, we are getting these voltage drops. So now what we can write is V is equal to, what I can write is VR plus VL plus VC. That is the vector sum of the three voltages. Vector sum of the three voltages. VR voltage drop across resistance, VL voltage drop across inductor, VC voltage drop across capacitor. So these three voltages or these three voltage drops, when get added, that gives you the total voltage which is supplied to this circuit. That is total voltage V. So we can say V is the supply voltage, and the rule which we are applying here, the law which we are applying here, is Kirchhoff's voltage law, KVL. So VR, VL, and VC. Okay, and therefore the vector sum of all the three voltages is the total voltage or resultant voltage, that is V. Okay, now if I need to find out the impedance of this particular circuit, see these voltages again can be plotted with respect to the phasor diagram as we did it for RL series and RC series. Same way we can do it for this particular RLC series circuit also. But again, going with the same model again, we will be getting the ultimate equation, and the final equation is important for us. So let us write down that equation. So impedance Z is equal to, now just see this very carefully, in polar form, that is given by XL minus XC. That is given by XL minus XC. I already said these equations, right? If you remember, we have drawn the phasor diagram, then we develop the voltage triangle, right? Then we develop the impedance triangle, and from that impedance triangle, we can write the expression for impedance. That is equal to R minus JXC. That is equal to R minus JXC. You can see this. Z is equal to R minus JXC, or Z is equal to, in polar form, Z mod Z angle minus phi. So this is called complex form, and this another equation is called polar form. Another format is called polar form. Okay. Now, same way we can write it down for the impedance Z when we have RLC series circuit. So XC is subtracted and inductive reactance is added. So therefore, what we can write is Z is equal to R plus J XL minus XC, as both the reactances are referred to the imaginary terms inductor and capacitor. So Z is equal to R plus J XL minus XC. Okay. Now, if I just want to find out the mod Z of it, that mod Z can be written as, I think all of you know, by using Pythagorean rule. Pythagorean formula अगर आप लोग यहाँ पर apply करते हो, Pythagoras formula, Pythagorean rule अगर आप लोग apply करते हो, तो what you get, that you get say I think the root of x square plus y square, that you know, right? तो यहाँ पर भी आपको क्या मिलेगा, r square plus xl minus xc bracket square. R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, because this R is the real part of the equation and J is indicating the imaginary part of the equation. So whenever we have say R is equal to X plus IY, अगर आपका ऐसा mathematical formula है, then R can be written as, or mod R can be written as root of X square plus Y square, and its angle can be written as tan inverse of y by x. I think all of you know that angle can be written as tan inverse of y by x. So these formulae we have already written and understood in trigonometry, geometry, right? So trigonometry, geometry, algebra, wherever you see, we have already studied these formulae, and we are just taking the help of this Pythagorean rule to write the expression for mod Z. Write the expression for mod Z. Now I just tell you to write down this formula, and as soon as you complete it, Okay, so this is this is the heading as RLC series circuit, and this RLC series circuit is the next topic to RL series and RC series. So RL series and RC series we have already discussed with phasor diagram, voltage triangle, impedance triangle, and then power graph. Okay, then now the three elements, all three elements are clubbed together. That is R, L, and C connected in series. And with respect to this, when the RMS voltage and current is given to the circuit, we are getting the respective voltage of across each of the element. That supply voltage can be written in the equation form by applying KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. The impedance can also be written as Z as R plus J, XL minus XC. The mod Z can also be written as root of R square, that is resistance square, plus XL minus XC bracket square, as that particular reactance is indicating the common term. Right? Here, if the XC is greater than XL, here see definitely you have three conditions here. अब यहाँ पर आप तीन conditions कह सकते हो. अब वो ज़्यादा conditions पर discuss ना करते हो. When you say XL greater than XC, अगर आपके पास three condition है, what you get, inductive reactance is more, right? You have another condition to define where XL is less than XC. So that is the capacitive reactance is more, and therefore that will give you the negative value. यानी हम लोग कह सकते हैं that load is capacity load. Okay. And third is the third parameter, the third concept is XL, or the third condition is XL equal to XC. The third condition is XL equal to XC. So what XL equal to XC that shows that we will see. So I think the discussion that we had for this RLC series circuit is more than sufficient. There are three conditions to it, and those three conditions uses the same concept which we already discussed as RL series, RC series. Okay, and the third condition uses XL equal to XC. And what is XL equal to XC? Can anyone tell me? I think you have studied this concept in physics. Okay, so I just show you. That concept is called as resonance circuit. That concept is called as resonance concept. Resonance, it means what? Whenever you have R, XL and XC, जब आपके पास ये है, when XL and when you say XL is equal to XC, or when you say the voltage drop across inductor is equal to the voltage drop across capacitor, the condition is called as resonance condition. The condition is called as resonance condition. So all of you please remember this. If in multiple choice question the question is asked like the resonance condition for series RLC circuit is, you have four options like XL equal to XC, XL greater than XC, XL less than XC, XL is not equal to XC. If these kinds of four options are given, then you have to pick the correct option, and the correct option is XL equal to XC. Okay. They may give the choice of having VL equal to VC also, like VL equal to VC, VL greater than VC, VL less than VC, VL not equal to VC. From that, they may ask you the choice again, right? So it means the correct answer is XL equal to XC. Now you know what is XL. XL is inductive reactance and XC is capacitive reactance, right? So when we say both the reactances are same, it means what? Twice by FL is equal to 1 upon twice by FC. This particular concept you have already studied in the previous year, previous semester, or maybe in the schools. So you know those concepts. Okay. So when we say twice by FL equal to 1 upon twice by FC, that means the resonance condition. Are the equations of XL and XC? I think that we already have written. Right? XL is inductive reactance and XL equal to twice by FL. XC is equal to 1 upon twice by FC. That we already know. We have gone through that concept of resistance, inductor, and capacitor. Okay. From on that only we are writing this particular expression. So XL equal to twice by FL, XC equal to 1 upon twice by FC. Now, when we have this particular condition called resonance condition, we can get the equation. Right? Now, I just take this small f on left hand side and twice pi into L on right hand side. So just by doing cross multiplication, what I get is f square. This is my small f. This is my small f. Right? So this small f square can be written as, just check. Now, 2 get multiplied with 2, what I get? 4. This pi get multiplied by pi, so what I get? Pi square. L get multiplied by C, so therefore it is L into C. So ultimately what I am getting? F square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi square L into C. But what I need is, I just need the expression for frequency. Now that frequency can be written as, see, when I just take the square root of left hand side, इसका अगर मैं square root ले रहा हूँ, it means I have to take the square root of this particular parameter. So 1 upon 4 pi square, उसका मुझे square root क्या मिलेगा? I'll get 1 upon twice pi. I get 1 upon twice pi multiplied by square root of L into. So this is what the frequency equation when we have XL equal to XC called as resonance condition. Now, if this frequency belongs to that resonance condition, it is represented as a resonant frequency. So FR is called as resonant frequency. Resonance frequency or resonant frequency. So FR is called as resonance frequency. FR is called as resonance frequency. So what is the resonance condition from which we have started? We said that XL equal to XC, which means the resonance condition when inductive reactance of the inductor and capacitive reactance of the capacitor both are equal. Now how we equalize that? By adjusting the frequency. So when we adjust the frequency in such a manner so that we can have the inductive reactance equal to capacitive reactance. अब इसका मतलब हमें यहाँ पर क्या मिल रहा है कि जब आपके पास एक कंडीशन आ रही है XL and XC both are equal, we are putting the expressions of XL and XC. तो XL आपने पुट अप किया twice by f है, XC आपने पुट अप किया 1 upon twice by f. जब आप XL और XC दोनों की इक्वेशंस को इक्वेट करते हो तो आप लोगों को क्या मिलता है? You just do the adjustment so that you can get the equation for or expression for the frequency. So we get from the frequency, you get the frequency called as resonance of frequency or resonant of frequency. And what is that resonant frequency? Resonant frequency is equal to 1 upon twice by root of LC. Okay. So all of you please remember this particular expression. This particular expression is very important. It's very important. And that resonant frequency may be asked in the examination in the numericals, like in multiple choice question time. Like आपको एक particular question दिया रहेगा, numerical question दिया रहेगा, उसमें 4 options दिए रहेंगे और उसमें आपको frequency, resonant frequency क्या होती है वो आपको find करने के लिए कहा जा सकता है. So I just suggest you to remember this particular equation of resonant frequency. Okay. So now what we wrote in this paragraph, XL equal to XC, that I already said, that is equal to VC, that I already said. Under this particular condition, inductive reactance, hence voltage is equal to the capacitive reactance. Hence, resultant of 2 is VL minus VC equal to 0. Hence, resultant phasor voltage V is, जैसे हमने last यहाँ पर लिखा था, if I just write the expression for voltage, जैसे मैंने impedance के लिए लिखा, if I just write the expression for voltage also, if I write the expression for voltage also, so what I can write is V is equal to root of, please take this, VR square plus, again, like just XL and XC, similar way you have to write up, because VL and VC both are belongs to this particular imaginary elements, that is inductor and capacitor. Therefore, what you can write is VL minus VC brackets. Please remember this particular equation. ये भी इसका एक derivation, एक pattern है, particular way है from which we get this particular expression. But right now I'm not going to concentrate on the particular process of getting this particular equation because we just need the final equation which we need to solve the numerical. So V is equal to root of VR square plus VL bracket minus in bracket VL minus VC bracket. Okay. So this is what the voltage equation. So what I have wrote here, यहाँ पर मैंने क्या लिखा हुआ? Hence the resultant of 2 is VL minus VC equal to 0. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि when we say VL minus VC equal to 0, so for resonance condition मुझे क्या मिलेगा? Implies for resonance condition what I will get? V is equal to, just check, VL is equal to V is equal to VR square plus VL is equal to VC and VL minus VC is equal to 0. So it means it is equal to 0 square, right? So implies. Now VR square plus 0 square, that is VR square, and square root of VR square is equal to VR. So what we can say, under resonance condition, the supply voltage is equal to the resistive voltage or the resistance voltage. Similarly, when we talked about the impedance Z, that is written as what? R square plus XL minus XC bracket square. Now again, this XL minus XC is equal to 0 or XL equal to XC. So when we put XL equal to XC, XC minus XC equal to 0. So ultimately what we can write? XL minus XC equal to 0. And what is that? 0 square. इसका 0 का square क्या होगा? 0. And ultimately what we get? Square root of R square. Square root of R square plus 0 square. So for just understanding purpose, I just write it. 0 square plus R square, that is R square, and square root of R square is R. So under resonance condition, what is another condition which we are getting? Z is equal to R. What? Second condition you got V is equal to VR. So let us take this. V is equal to VR and Z is equal to R. Z is equal to R. Hence, the circuit is resistive in nature as impedance is equal to resistance of the circuit. Okay. Now this is what the resonant frequency which I have already derived here. यहाँ पर मैं ये resonant frequency already derive कर चुका हूँ. XL equal to XC. XL is omega L equal to 1 upon omega C. Omega square equal to 1 upon LC. Omega is equal to 1 upon root LC. Omega is twice pi f. So this is twice pi f equal to 1 upon LC. 1 upon root LC, and therefore adjusting uses the equation for resonant frequency. The unit to that has hertz or cycles per second. Hertz or cycles per second. Okay. Now that's all with this RLC series circuit and resonance of RLC series circuit. Now, do you have any question related to this? Do anyone have any question related to? अब यहाँ पर हम लोग एक बार रेजोनेंस कंडीशन डिराइव कर लेते हैं फिर से. लेट अस राइट द expressions for resonance condition. First, what is resonance condition? What is resonance condition? Fast. Let us hear it from someone. Anyone? Do anyone wants to share? Ishita?
Yes, sir. So it's
okay. Can you tell me the resonance? Very good. This is first condition. Second condition means in that condition we are getting certain elements equal, right? So first we got XL equal to XC. Another, is it possible to tell in terms of Ishita? Don't put your mic mute. Ishita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another equation.
So 2 pi FL is equals to 1 by 2 pi FC.
No. XL equal to XC. Another, VL is equal to VC. Very good. Okay. Now, if XL equal to XC, what we can write for impedance? Impedance is equal to अगर आपका ध्यान होगा तो मैंने यहाँ पर सर्कल किया होगा. What is impedance is equal to?
So under root R square plus
ultimately what we are getting?
R.
So what we can say? Under resonance condition, the circuit acts as a circuit कैसे act हो रहा है? It is a inductive circuit, capacitive circuit or resistive circuit?
Resistive circuit.
Resistive circuit. Why resistive circuit? Because impedance is equal to resistance. XL equal to X. Okay. Now, if it is so, then can we say V is equal to VR? V is equal to VR. जैसे हमने यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ V is equal to VR. Supply voltage is equal to resistive voltage. Okay. Now, is there any more condition? Okay. Now, under resistive condition, then after this circuit pure resistive tell me the value of phi. What is phi stands for? Okay, let us hear it from Jay. Jay, are you there? Jay? Jay? Okay, Krunal? Krunal, are you there? Krunal? Okay, Lakshmi? Lakshmi Thakre? Lakshmi Thakre? Okay, now if the circuit is acting as a resistive circuit, the phase angle phi is equal to 0 degree. Why 0 degree? See, already we have drawn the phasor diagram. If I just take the help of this particular phasor diagram, see, when current is in phase with voltage, we have VL, right? VC, VL. We have already drawn this phasor diagram. Okay. Now what we are saying, VC lags behind I by 90 degree. VL leads ahead I by 90 degree. Right? Now what we have here, VL under resonance condition, VL is equal to VC. If both the magnitudes are same, we already said that V is equal to VR. Now, when we say V equal to VR, it indicates that this phasor diagram which we have drawn, where the current is on reference axis, VR is on same phase, is in same phase with the current, and as we said, for resonance condition V is equal to VR, it means we can say voltage is in phase with current. When we say voltage is in phase with current, what we can say? If voltage is in phase with current, we can say the phase angle phi is equal to 0, because both voltage and current are in phase. Both voltage and current are in phase. Okay. So when we have resonance condition, phi is equal to 0. Okay. Now, if phi is equal to 0, can you tell me what is cos of phi? Can anyone tell me cos of phi? Mayank,
Power factor.
So what should be the value of cos of phi for this resistive load?
Cos 0, 1.
Cos 0 is equal to 1. So it means under resonance condition, what are the parameters we are getting? We are getting these 6 parameters. First, XL equal to XC, VL equal to VC, Z equal to R. It means the circuit is pure resistive. V is equal to VR, phi is equal to 0, and cos phi is equal to 1. And cos phi equal to 1 under this condition, it means it's a unity power factor. What we can say? It is under unity power factor. So under resonance condition, how much is the value of power factor? अगर आपको पूछा जाए, what is the value of power factor? What is the value of power factor under resonance condition? What is the value of power factor under resonance condition? तो आपका जवाब क्या रहेगा? Under resonance condition, the value of power factor is 1. And why power factor is 1? Because that circuit becomes pure resistive circuit. Okay, now if I ask you, what is the power factor for pure resistive circuit? What is the power factor for pure resistive circuit? Come on. Mayur Kunde. प्योर रेजिस्टिव सर्किट के लिए पावर फैक्टर कितना रहेगा? ओके, मयंक, मयूर, मुकुल
1.
Yes, Mayank, correct. It is 1. Under resonance condition or for pure resistive circuit as phi equal to 0, cos phi is equal to cos 0 and cos 0 is equal to 1. It means it is unity. Okay. This is, we have already drawn the phasor diagram for pure resistive, pure inductive, pure capacitive. For pure resistive, phi equal to 0, cos phi equal to 1. हमने क्या लिखा हुआ है? प्योर रेजिस्टिव अगर मैं यहाँ पर लिखता हूँ, प्योर रेजिस्टिव, phi का वैल्यू कितना है? 0 डिग्री. cos phi का वैल्यू कितना है? यूनिटी. 1. Unity means 1. Okay. Now if I ask you for inductor, minus 90 degree, it means lags. If I ask you for capacitor, plus 90 degree, it means leads. It means leads. So the thing is, you just have to revise, you just have to do the revision of this. You just have to do the revision of this. Okay. So now, till now, any question? यहाँ तक आपको कोई सवाल है? Do you have any question related to this? See, recording is going on, so that recording will be shared with you. Don't worry if you don't write. But the thing is, like whatever the questions has asked, kindly try to give the answer to those questions, so that I can understand the concept, whether the concept of this particular lecture or the slide is clear or not. So this is done. Now, just stop the recording. As I already said, continuous recording may not be properly shared. The sharing time will be more. I'll just stop recording.